Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your go-to source for in-depth political analysis, breaking news, and the inside story behind South Africa's most dramatic developments. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a story. And make sure to leave a comment below, we want to hear your thoughts. Today, we are diving into a political shakeup that has rocked one of South Africa's fastest-growing political forces, the uMkhonto weSizwe Party, or MK Party. Founded by former President Jacob Zuma in the lead-up to the 2024 elections, the MK Party promised to bring a revolutionary shift to South African politics. But just a year into its journey, the party finds itself battling internal fractures and leadership instability. And at the center of it all is none other than its former Secretary General, Floyd Shivambu. Yes, you heard that right. Floyd Shivambu, once a powerful voice in the party's upper ranks and previously known for his high-profile role in the economic freedom fighters, is now facing a litany of disciplinary charges that could mark the end of his political ambitions within the MK Party. But this case isn't as straightforward as it looks. In fact, the more you examine it, the more you see signs of deeper factionalism, power struggles, and maybe even a calculated internal purge. Let's unpack this story. According to a statement circulated to senior members of the MK Party, Shivambu is being charged with serious offences, gross negligence, abuse of power, insubordination, and leaking confidential party information without authorization. The disciplinary committee accuses him of willfully undermining organizational processes and bringing the party into disrepute. Strong words, no doubt. But the real question is, what are they not saying? Just a few weeks ago, MKP insiders were telling a very different story. The main grievance making the rounds in political corridors and party chat groups was Shivambu's highly controversial and allegedly unsanctioned trip to Malawi. The visit was reportedly carried out without informing the party leadership, in breach of both internal rules and political etiquette. Some party leaders described it as the straw that broke the camel's back, suggesting it was the final act that led to his removal from the Secretary General post. But strangely, in the official charge sheet, the Malawi trip is completely absent. This has led to widespread confusion, even among the party faithful. One anonymous insider told the media, if the Malawi trip was the reason he was ousted, then why is it missing from the official charges? It looks like they're shifting the goalposts. That quote alone tells us that the real story might lie beneath the surface, and it's not just about procedure or misconduct. It's about internal factions battling for supremacy. Shivambu, known for his fiery rhetoric and political boldness, has remained silent throughout this ordeal. But make no mistake, his silence might speak louder than words. For many observers, this isn't just a disciplinary issue, it's a symptom of something far more dangerous to the MK Party's future, an identity crisis that could unravel the very fabric of Jacob Zuma's latest political experiment. The MK Party, which surged into the political mainstream with promises of radical transformation, anti-establishment rhetoric, and a return to revolutionary values, now finds itself trapped in the same patterns of internal conflict and disciplinary warfare that have plagued so many post-apartheid movements. It's a story as old as democracy itself. A charismatic founder launches a party to save the people, but as soon as power consolidates, the purges begin. Some political analysts argue that the charges against Shivambu are designed not to resolve internal issues but to send a message, a warning shot to others in the party who might challenge the authority of the current leadership. Could this be an effort to tighten control around Zuma's inner circle, especially as the MK Party tries to solidify its place in South Africa's highly fragmented opposition landscape? Others see it as a desperate attempt to distract from deeper troubles. Since its dramatic electoral debut, the MK Party has struggled to maintain cohesion. Ideological rifts, disagreements over strategic direction, and whispers of corruption have all surfaced. The disciplinary action against Shivambu, then, might be a way of scapegoating one prominent figure to avoid confronting systemic dysfunction. And let's not forget the broader implications. Shivambu was a prominent figure not just within the MK party, but also nationally. His political journey from the EFF to the MKP symbolized a new era of cross-party migration, a wave of politicians moving between ideological camps in search of relevance, influence, or ideological homecoming. His downfall could send shockwaves through other factions and parties, especially as South Africa prepares for the next round of local and national elections. Moreover, by choosing not to include the Malawi trip in the formal charges, the MK party may have opened itself up to allegations of inconsistency, or even cover-up. Was the Malawi incident too sensitive to include? Did it involve undisclosed deals, intelligence matters, or controversial engagements that the party prefers to keep under wraps? And this raises another disturbing possibility: is the MK party selectively enforcing discipline to shield certain individuals while targeting others? If so, this could erode public trust in the party's commitment to transparency, justice, and democratic accountability, the very principles it claims to uphold. Meanwhile, the ANC and EFF are watching closely. Any sign of instability in the MK party is a strategic opportunity for rivals to lure away disgruntled members or to exploit the public perception of chaos for political gain. The Democratic Alliance, too, could use this moment to reinforce its message that so-called populist parties are structurally incapable of long-term governance. But the biggest threat might not come from the outside. It may come from within. If the MK party fails to resolve its internal conflicts transparently and consistently, it risks becoming yet another cautionary tale in South Africa's post-1994 political history, a party that started with fire but ended in ashes. What happens next will be crucial. Will Floyd Shivambu fight back? Will he expose what really happened in Malawi? Or will he quietly exit the stage, allowing the party to rewrite the narrative unchallenged? And what of Jacob Zuma? Will he intervene, or is this part of a broader plan to streamline the party's leadership and get rid of perceived threats? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: the battle lines within the MK party have been drawn, and the outcome of this disciplinary process could determine not just the future of Floyd Shivambu, but the future of the entire political project Jacob Zuma has staked his legacy on. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you found this video insightful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more deep dive political coverage, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Is Shivambu a victim of factionalism, or is this genuine accountability in action? Let us know what you think. See you next time.